All right, I've waited about 10 days to open this very big box of records. This is all the way from Sweet Home Chicago. Well, Louis Martinez, he lives west of Chicago, I'd say, depending on traffic, probably a half hour from Chicago. I mean, if he lived east of Chicago, he'd be on a boat in Lake Michigan, right? So no, he doesn't live there. And Louis has become a good friend. I remember we first, he messaged me and he says, hey, JT, you don't have Freeze 5? I said, no, I don't. And eventually he sent me that record. Since then, we talk on the phone, we're friends, and he sends me really cool stuff. And here we go again, a gift of a big box of records. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And, I do one video a week because, I work 4 days a week. That's real important. Family first. My son is almost 10 years old. And this way it allows me to catch up on videos that I haven't watched. I need about 7 days. There's just so many, good YouTube videos, vinyl community videos out there. And and we do call this VCLT. But, a gift of records is what it is. And, I've sent a whole bunch. And I never expect anything back, but many people have sent me records back. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open. And also, before when I would receive gifts of records, I would peek. And Mark, my friend, Mad for Vinyl, he says, hey, this time, why don't you open my records and don't peek? And for now on, I'm going to do it that way because that's how I thrift, how I buy records. I like the element of surprise. A hit list going in doesn't work as well for me as just to see what I want at the time. And somehow the holes always get filled with that method. So that's what I really like. So I'm going to definitely be surprised here. And I'm pretty excited. Let's see what's going on. Oh, and Louis, cheers to you, man. Thanks so much. Okay, let's see what's here. All right. First off, oh man. Now here's a guy right off the bat that doesn't get a lot of love, a lot of criticism. They say, "Oh, I only liked him with John Mayall and the Blues Breakers when he was in the Blues Breakers, and I only like him when he was with Cream." The guy writes good pop songs. It's Eric Clapton. Look at this, Backless. This is a good album. And by the way, I love Tulsa Time on there, but he does a killer version of, where is it? Oh, man. Early in the Morning's real good. Anyway, I love this album. There's Slow Hand right there. Just awesome. And I'm gonna spin all of these records. Now I just recently got the box set at a really reduced price. The Strictly Blues from Eric Clapton at the Fillmore West from the early '90s. That is just sensational. I mean, some of the best Eric Clapton I've ever heard. So what's next? Oh my gosh, look at this. I've never had. I have this band on CD. But I never had straight up Badfinger on vinyl. This is cool. Really, really cool. This is straight up. Great album. And Louis did allude to the fact that, and look how he puts them in the nice inner sleeves, on Apple. And he said, actually, he did allude to the fact that he was going to send me this when we spoke. And, oh yeah, this is super clean. And Louis has a really nice method of cleaning records, so thank you so much. I'm going to really enjoy this. So, now, this guy here, I know his wife. He was married to Lenny all through the 70s, through River, through Rogue Waves, all those great albums. Yeah, that's Terry Reid. And Bang Bang, You're Terry Reid. I've never had this on vinyl. I've always wanted it, so thank you. This is just cool. And forget about the part where Jimmy and him were friends and he invited him into this new band. It doesn't matter because Terry wasn't going to do that anyway. He's a great singer, super lungs. And check this out. He always wanted to do his own thing. And I really need to give Lenny a call. I call her, I don't know, twice a year. And she just tells me great stories about her and Terry through how they met. Was really cool, how they met in London. I won't go into it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they met at that club where Jimmy first stepped on stage and blew everybody's mind. It was at that club, and they met, and they got together, and then they married. And at that time, Lenny was, she was dating John Martin as well. I mean, she really was always in the middle of it in Los Angeles and London. So that's my dear friend. She lives in Northern California. Thank you, Louis, so much. Look at this. Day of the Eagle, Bridge of Sighs, In This Place, A Fool and Me, 2 Rolling Stone, Robin Trower. You know, he definitely needed to go solo, you know, and as he did. I mean, you know, I love Procol Harum, absolutely, but this is wonderful. I do want to get the album with Daydream on it. That's really my favorite track of Robin Trower. So cool. Thank you. This is a big box of records. I did a video way back, Christmas in August, because I got a big box of records from Mark, Mad for Vinyl, and that was cool. Anyway, this is so good. And You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic, and that's the great Ian Hunter, and his solo records are just so very good. Awesome. Yeah, seriously, I'm going to do a lot of listening. Here, let's keep moving on here. Oh my gosh. And this should have I Don't Like Mondays on it. This is the Boomtown Rats, A Tonic for the Troops. And I do like Boomtown Rats a great deal. I have this on CD. It's good to have it on vinyl. And this should be on, let's see, the inner here. Ah, nice. Look at this. Super nice label. And there's Bob. Very active guy. I mean, he did so much. He really did. No way. I love me some Greg Kihn. This is Continued. And this, oh man. Yeah, I like all of his records. Greg Kihn is the man. Fantastic stuff, really. Kept rocking through the 80s. And here, I really wanted a nice clean copy of this record right here. And this definitely is. And this is Tunnel of Love. And I really do love this album. I mean, you know, it's more of 80s production. But Walk Like a Man, that gets me every time, man. I mean, you know, my boy's 9. He's going to be 10 next month. And it just, even before I had a son, it just really got me. And I love this album. Tunnel of Love, a lot of great tracks here. It's a underrated Bruce Springsteen album because of the 80s production, but it's one of the best. And oh my gosh. Just lately, I'm really trying to get a lot of George Harrison's solo, and this is Cloud 9. This is definitely a good one. Thank you so much for this. You know, and you could say even the worst George solo has some real gems on it. It just does. And, you know, I don't know this one. This is, and I don't have any Art Garfunkel solo. I just don't. And this is Lefty. I'm going to give this a good spin. Oh, yeah. Now, you know, I know about these boys. I just never had anything by them, not even on CD. This is Iron City House Rockers, Blood on the Bricks. Check this out. Isn't this fun? It just, oh man, I just love it. And you know what? A man could never have too many records. That's what I always say. Oh, look at this. Very, very cool. I don't have this one. I've been getting more Motels lately. Martha Davis. Great band. I've really been listening to a ton of 80s on YouTube. There's just, I just get lost in the world of 80s when I do that. The other night, up till like 2:30 in the morning. Swing Out Sister. What else? I was listening to B-52s. Just great. Berlin. So thank you for this. This is great, 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 great. And, oh yeah. Now, I don't have this one. I have two other albums by Michael Stanley Band. This is Heartland. I did not have this. This is cool. Yep, I'll give this a good try. Another guy that Heartland Rock that was keeping rock and roll alive. Uh-oh. Now, here's an album that I just can never get a decent copy, and he did allude to the fact that he was going to send me this and that the vinyl was super clean. And this is probably, and I love Johnny Rivers, love him. I was with him backstage at the Joint on Pico and Robinson in LA, and I'm standing right in front of Johnny, and I never spoke to him. Everybody was chatting and everything, and Johnny was bored to death. All I had to do was talk to one of my heroes. I didn't. This is Realization, Johnny Rivers. And this is his, I'm pretty sure, his Psych album. I really want to hear this. And Lewis, of course, it might be on Imperial. Oh yeah, it's on Imperial. And it's in one of his nice sleeves. And I know Lewis because Lewis used to walk. See, tongue-tied, I'm excited. He used to work in stereo equipment, audiophile stuff in the 70s and the 80s. He really knows his stuff. And I like what he said to me. He says, JT, simple is better. Simple is better, because he was talking about my Pioneer PL-115D. My turntable's very simple, and I'm really enjoying my Pioneer that I got from Ted, who was a Tower record store manager. I'm starting to get records from him as well. And wait till you see the records that I've been getting from Ted. And not only, and I'm still going to Bill's house. Anyhow, look at this, guys. I've wanted this album for such a long time. This is after seeing Elvis at the International, this is my first rock concert. They opened for Three Dog Night when they were a hard rock band. And this is Smith. And this is the one with Baby It's You. And in 1970 proper, I loved, Band of Gold was on there. My Cherie Amour, Stevie Wonder were great songs on the radio. Sugar Sugar was on the radio in 70. I think it was 70, not 69, 70. But Baby It's You, and here's Smith. And I have their second album, but I did not have this. So this is really, really cool. The Beatles version of Baby It's You is cool, but I really love Smith's. And oh my gosh, I've never ever had Frigid Pink. Never. Now I saw this at Bill's Garage, but I passed on it. And I've got it now, baby. I got it. This is cool. Frigid Pink. And this is on the US Parrot. Made in the USA. And my Savoy Brown albums are all Parrot as well. I do like the sound of them. The UK's are going to sound, of course, the best. And look at this, man. This has got to be garagey, blues, rhythm and blues. Yes, it is. The Mods, Hold On Mercury. This is cool. This is super, super duper cool. Look at that sleeve. Blues Magoos. What else is on here? Dee Dee Warwick. Jerry Butler. Oh, man. And this is on the old red Mercury. Thank you. Now, oh my gosh. Now this guy, of course, was in Fairport Convention, and he did so well as a solo artist. And this is the one I really, really wanted. This is Ian Matthews, guys. If you saw Through My Eyes, and I know this is a good album. I have one just one Ian Matthews solo, some on CD. So this is very, very cool to have. There he is. Look at this. Nice. Ian Matthews. I'm going to have to pick up. I know at Bill's Garage he does have some more Ian Matthews. I'm going to go ahead and pick them up. And man, there's the coasters. There's the coasters. And then there's the drifters. I love the drifters. Absolutely. Thank you for this. Look at how clean this is. Super nice. There goes my baby. Dance with me. This magic moment. Save the last dance for me. Some kind of wonderful. Up on the roof. On Broadway. Under the boardwalk. Yeah, I love the old-timey stuff. I really, really do. And then what do I have here? Oh my gosh. Sealed. Jack Bruce and Robin Trower. Truce. I don't have this. I have, what is it called? BLT with Robin Trower and Jack Bruce. Thank you for this. Thank you. And it's not going to stay sealed. I'm opening this. And now my what is it? BLT, Jack Bruce and Robin Trower is going to have a brother. And he did it again. Oh my gosh. Here's another sealed Robin Trower. Oh man, this is passion. I don't know about this. I just don't know about a lot of the later Robin Trower titles. I just don't. This is just so cool. This is a lot of records, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, this is a Beach Boys, a very obscure, the LA The Light album. This is just awesome. You know, I might have this. And I like collecting everything Beach Boys related. Thank you for this. Not only that, guys, it's sealed. Now, just so you know, Lewis did say he wanted to lighten the load. He had a bunch of seconds and maybe thirds, and that's a big reason why. Now, I want to tell you, he's in his early 70s, Lewis is. He sounds like a 40-year-old. I mean, when I talk to him, he's so full of energy. He's just an amazing guy. And he watches other channels, and I know he does. Anyway, oh, look at this, guys. Jimmy Webb, the great author of Wichita Lineman. Jimmy Webb, never had this. I have quite a bit of Jimmy Webb on CD, and this is sealed. And here we have Neil the Man Diamond. And I love the story how the members of the band, Robbie Robertson and Scorsese wanted Neil Diamond in The Last Waltz. And they're going, Neil Diamond? But, little did they realize, I mean, look at the wealth of great songs that he wrote. I mean, my gosh. So thank you so much for all of this. And thanks for hanging in there with me to open up my brand new records. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm back at Bill's Garage, and over at Ted's house, I have a lot of records to show. I'll see you.